Before this little video, I just want to give you a little warning. This video, you can clearly see that I'm not scripting my videos. This video was really bad and stuttery, and I'm really sorry for that. From now on, I will try to script every of my videos, have a few bullet points that I need to talk to and go into more in depth, so I can easily get out a video without stuttering, without saying so much, which is a problem in my commentaries. So from now on, you have been warned. If you don't feel this video is the most professional, then don't click dislike, just click off the video. From now on, my videos will be more professional because I will try to script every of them. So anyways, hopefully do enjoy this video. Hi, what's up, lads? Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. If you all, make sure to smash the like button to make my day even better than it already is. And if you doesn't have the best day, then make sure, then hopefully this video will cheer you up and make your day better. So for this video, what I'm going to show you what to do in this episode is going to show you the basics of Premiere Pro. It is one of the best editing softwares, or maybe even the best software to use for movie editing, professional editing, and it might be a little bit hard to use. But I've been using it for quite a while. I recently moved out to Sony Vegas, but I think I will go back because I'm paying money for it, and why the hell not just use it? Many people say when they're talking about the best editing softwares for YouTube, they talk about After Effects, but that's wrong. After Effects isn't a database editing software, video editing software. It's actually, that is just for more like to make effects and make different type of intros and introductions and stuff like that. Premiere Pro is their main editor. It's the editing. It's the equivalent to Sony's Sony Vegas Pro. And since Adobe Premiere Pro is so underrated and nobody really talks about it that much, I'm going to show you how to use it. So maybe you want to hand out a little bit of money to buy it. You don't have to buy the Premiere Pro CC, which you have to pay monthly for. You can buy the CS, which you can pay once and you get it forever. So you can see when you open Premiere Pro, is this little loading screen here. It says it's gonna load up any type of all the different effects and stuff like that. Then you get here we say Premiere Pro recent CC file sync test and everything like this. All you need to do from here is press new project. In here, it's pretty basic. You don't have to do anything other than change the renderer. Most likely it will look like this when you first open it. This will take years and years to render if you don't have a extreme high thousands upon thousands of dollars CPU. That's why I recommend using a GPU. If you have an AMD graphics card, then it will say OpenCL, but if you are on an NVIDIA graphics card, it most likely will say CUDA. CUDA is better for rendering in Premiere than AMD's OpenCL. Then everything, both display format and audio, you don't need to do anything about. But capture, I would recommend putting it to HDV. I don't know really what it does, and then display the project item name and label color of instances. Just do that. When you're done that, press OK. I'm just going to press yes because I already have a project. I just tested it out earlier today. When you first open it, most likely won't look like this. It will just look like this, which is the basic layout of Premiere Pro. So what you can see, you can't really say drop and drag to create sequence. You might wonder what sequence is. It's kind of just like a smaller version of a kind of a group like you are in After Effects. To do that, you just go to File, New, then you press on Sequence. Here you can see in Sequence, here you get many different options. I would recommend for you, the beginners, to just go up to AVC HD, then go to 1080p, and click on the 1080 AVC HD 1080p 60, and from there edit it. I'm just going to use my own sequence settings, which is really basic. So for the sequence settings, they are really just it says custom editing mode, custom time base 60 fps, frames are 1920 by 1080 square pixels, and basically just copy the settings. It's really important that you have the maximum depth, maximum render quality, and composite to linear. Requires to be on maximum render quality. That is really, all these settings are really basic, but are really important. When you've done that, you're ready to start editing your footage by easily going to here to this little project untitled and press Ctrl I. For this, you can get up this little menu right here, which is a view of your folder where you can drag and drop your gameplay or your commentary or whatever you're gonna do to edit. So what I'm just going to show a basic video. I'm just going to go to copy and get a random I'm gonna get Kiki a new audio, which is actually, I think his video uploaded yesterday. I'm gonna get a random face cam just to show you how to do that, because it's pretty simple. I think that is the face cam I used for me talking about that I would create gaming videos, and I want to do basic gaming videos. Then what I'm next going to do recordings. I'm going to go to Titanfall 2 and get some gameplay in the background. Now that I got everything, I'm most synced it up. I'm just going to show you the basics of it. What you're going to do is going to drag that in and say this clip does not match the sequence, and I'm just keep existing settings. You see, it won't change anything in here, and I would recommend today if your computer isn't that full, put it down to something like 1.4, which as you can see turns down the settings, or 1.2 if your piece is a little bit better, or just keep it at full like me. It isn't like anything in Sony Vegas. You don't have to turn off ghosting. The ghosting is a feature you can enable by adding frame blending, but most likely you just do frame sampling, so you don't have that ghosting. So basically what you do, just drag everything onto this line. You can see where it says A is audio tracks and V is video tracks. So now you can see I got the video right here, which is I'm gonna just start editing. For the gameplay, for this, I will just unlink by doing this and press unlink. So now there's two different audio and not connected in any way. It's the same as grouping in Sony Vegas. So now as you can see, I got this everything. I got the gameplay and I got the face cam and I got my commentary. Because this won't be synced, and by syncing, you just for example, like I do some action on screen and say what you're doing on the screen to get it synced up. This is when I'm doing face cam. I don't really do face cam that often, and I don't think I will do face cam before I get my own camera, which I ain't getting in a while. So what I'm gonna do for changing this, as you can see that it's pretty big and I don't see the gameplay. If you just want to edit the video for a second, just press this to get rid of it. But I'm going to do that. So what you're going to do is go here, FX. I would recommend you put it here. Then so you don't have to do any other of this. I just use the project here and FX and FX controls. So what you do here, go to motions, and here you can rescale it, put it really small, get it out of the way, or just do what the hell you want with it. It's pretty basic. It says what it does, and if you don't know, scale is the position the position is where you have your thing on the screen, and scale is how big it is. So when you have gotten your face cam into this video, you can see that now everything is you got the gameplay, you got the face cam, scale as how you want it, and the audio format. So what I'm going to do to get my to get this audio a little lower, I'm going to take it down to this. I won't do anything about, and because I don't want to mess with that that commentary audio. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn down the volume to get some better audio. As you can see, now I got to turn down the volume and see that is everything good. As you can see, now I got the commentary. As you can see, now my face cam got my gameplay. But what I think I normally do, which is pretty handy, if you want to crop the face cam, you go into effects, which I put up here. From there, search on crop. Then I put the crop on the face cam. Go into effect control, and here you can see I got some new things. So what I'm going to crop it to about like this, 25. So now we got this. So now we got a little face cam thing right here, which is just a square. What I like doing is, if I want to change it up so it isn't, so I kind of flip it on the other way, so it's mirrored, go to transform. In here, which you might think why I'm using transform from there is because if you can't do that from this transform. So when you go to transform, I turn off uniform or scale, then I go to width and do it -100. As you can see, now it's flipped on the other side, so it looks better. I normally do this, so it's flipped when it's in, for example, in the left corner, like it is now. My face is looking towards the right corner. So when you got that, something I also do a lot is adding a drop shadow. So now I've got the little shadow over here. What I'm going to do to make it better is put this to 100%, or 50 is actually better. Put this to 90. I have to put this to 100% and then take it to softness, like that. So now you can see that you got this. I like doing this. So now you can see that it's kind of like a 3D effect, because it looks like it's shedding a shadow on the screen. Now to get rid of, as you can see, it's not the same length. What you do, you go to the end of one of the clips by going in here, then doing this. Now this is where I press. Then you press C to get the crop, then press Shift. And now you can see every other things will be cropped. Then you press delete, press delete, and now as you can see, everything is 100% square and nothing is longer than the other things. The thing is, the difference between from Premiere Pro than Sony Vegas is that you most likely won't have you have to use keyframes instead of just a simple dragging in to getting fade out and fade in. To get fade out and fade in, what you do, you go into motions, then you find the opacity, click this little square button here, go a few seconds in and click it once more. Then you can go back here and press it to 0%. So when you see, now it's a fade in of gameplay, which is really smooth. So when you finish editing your gameplay, everything is fine. Now looking great and smooth, go to sequence 1. Then you press Ctrl M. I know it's many different type of hotkeys, but this is mainly the ones you're gonna use. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, C, V, and as well Ctrl M. Those are the three hotkeys you find out to be most usually often. So when you have done that, you can see everything here. I personally got some settings. So what settings I'm using, I'm going to use running all my videos at 1440p for better quality on YouTube. Because when you upload in 1080p, you get about 3 megabytes a second bitrate on the video. But if you render it to 4040p, you get 8 megabytes per second, which is a lot high quality. So when you have done that, so I'm going to go back into high bitrate. What you're going to do, you're going to uncheck all these markers so you can edit the settings. So the first few things you have to do to get your quality alright is to use previews and use maximum render quality. Your previews is when you play through the video, then it will render it somehow. The frame rate I'll keep at 60, then the square 1 and this press is high and it's to 5.2. Now so you see it's rendering in 4K quality, which isn't what I want. Make sure to check at render at maximum depth to get the maximum quality. Then you get the VB at 2 pass, and now it's really important. This is the target bitrate, which is going to the video is going to stay at most of the time, but sometimes it jump up to 70. So we're going to press 50 here, and you can see it changes on both of the sliders. The maximum bitrate slider, put that to 70. So you don't get higher than 70 bitrate, but yet don't get lower than 50. So now you're going to change the frame rate back to 60 and then to 560, and then it automatically changes to 1440. Now as you can see, you got the settings that I use for any of my videos. Now you can just save where you want it. I'm going to use it for Sige. Sige 1TB and 65 with video render. I'm going to go to Sige 1.1-1 and press save. Now you can see it's going to be rendering to that folder. All you need to do now is press export. So when your video is finished rendering, you go to the file, you find your videos rendered, then you can upload it to YouTube. The video I rendered was this one. As you see, it's extremely high quality. The reason why I didn't render the full video, because that would take in about 7 minutes, and I don't have 7 minutes. But anyways, hopefully you did enjoy this video, and if you do, make sure to smash the like button for more videos, because now I'm trying to be more active on this channel. I don't know if I'm able to do it, but I will at least try. Anyways, make sure to, as I said, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video to all your friends and family, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace out.
Hey, Em, you know you're my favorite white boy, right? I owe you for this one.
I've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You get stunned if you want and your ass will get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fucking fall off, you're so